By far the most entertaining weekend of ALGS we've ever seen. Here's how it went. So welcome back to the Apex Morning Shift, your #1 ALGS morning show on the planet. That is a fact. If I look tired, it's because I really am. It's really early in the morning, but it's called the morning shift for a reason. So let's get the show underway. What a weekend, entertaining, ups and downs. So much stuff happened. Oh my goodness. For those of you who didn't know, this past weekend was the ALGS Year 4 Championships, which featured the top 40 teams in the world, and it took place in beautiful Sapporo, Japan. First of all, may I point out how insane LAN looked in Japan? The stadium was absolutely packed on day one just for the group stages, double the amount of spectators compared to any other Apex LAN event. And I don't know if it's just me, but it feels like this weekend sort of revived Apex, gave Apex like a... Obviously it was champs and there was a lot of viewership, but there's something different about it. Something feels different. It doesn't feel like Apex is dying. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if I'm delusional or not, but yeah. Now let's recap the entire weekend of champs because oh my goodness, you won't believe how it all went down. The tournament was a total of 5 days, starting with the group stages, which consisted of groups A, B, C, and D, each playing a total of 3 6-game series against each other, which took up the 2 first days. And here are the results for that. Absolute domination from Alliance, Fnatic, and Shopify Rebellion. Beautiful to watch. And as for the teams that did not do too well during these group stages, Envy, Stallions, VKG, Team Burger, NRG, LG, and FaZe Clan. All teams that you would normally see do really well in the group stages, but for some reason just couldn't get anything going. Just kept struggling no matter the maps they were on. And so these bottom 20 were bumped down to the first losers bracket, which was played on day 3. And here were the results for that. Now the bottom 10 left for Aruba, which very surprisingly had Stallions and NRG. Very unfortunate for the boys. Didn't even make it to the second elimination bracket, let alone finals, which a lot of players, a lot of teams, a lot of people thought that they would make it there. 2 teams of players that deserve it and have worked hard for it and have the talent to be up there on the main stage in the grand finals with everybody else, but unfortunately couldn't get it done at this event. Now, as for the top 10 of this first losers bracket, they moved on to a second losers bracket that we'll cover in just a moment. But as for the top 10 of the group stages, they faced off in a winners bracket where Aurora put on an absolute show, dominating everyone, 20 points ahead of second place. OJ ran with 21 kills, almost 10,000 damage. Oh my goodness. Woohoo! Wow. But what was even more shocking were the teams that did not make it in the top 10 that were unfortunately bumped down to the second losers bracket. Falcons, Cloud9, 100 Thieves, Crazy Raccoon, EXO Clan, Complexity, Virtus, and Fnatic. That is a lot of teams that should have definitely directly made it to finals, but it was a pretty stacked winners bracket, so I'm not surprised that some of these did not make it. So the top 10 of the first losers bracket and the bottom 10 of the winners bracket faced off against each other in a second losers bracket, and here were the results for that. Falcons just absolutely destroyed everybody. But taking a look at the bottom 10 teams who were unfortunately eliminated, 100 Thieves missing the cutoff by 1 singular point. So heartbreaking, but what was even more heartbreaking is that before the last game, they were at the bottom of the leaderboard and they had an absolute banger of a last game. Second place, 11 kills. Wasn't quite enough, and oh my goodness, the arena watching 100 Thieves, they thought it was gonna happen. They thought they were gonna make that comeback and qualify over LG. Let's see what happened on that last game.
And he is aware of their position. Big damage coming in as well.
And it is not as simple as tying with LG. 100 Thieves, Crazy Raccoon, they would have to surpass LG because of the good tiebreaker that LG currently hold. But 100 Thieves, could they do it? Remember, at one point, they were on the brink of elimination. Crazy Raccoon might find themselves eliminated here. Sanju goes!
And it's a rampage of all things in the hands of Imperial How. Crazy Raccoon will not be making match point finals. They are out of this. 100 Thieves get sent. 100 Thieves are getting sent. Disciple on his own. Disciple on his own. Knocked him eliminated. Disciple versus Falcons. He can't win it. Falcons win.
1 point away.
Oh my God, 100 Thieves. 1 point was all they needed.
So very sad. 100 Thieves being personally a team that I was rooting for. So it was very, very heartbreaking. But other than that, Cloud9, Crazy Raccoon, and FaZe Clan, also teams that have the talent and should have been there on the main stage, but unfortunately couldn't get it done at this LAN event. And on Sunday, the ALGS Championship Grand Finals, 13,000 people in the stadium cheering on the top 20 teams in the world competing for the grand prize of $2 million. And after 9 long games, World's Edge, End Zone polling overlook, here were the final moments of the ALGS Champs.
Into LG, and then they can just wait. Will GoNext get the chance here to win this whole damn thing?
The wall goes down as well. Surely, LG and VSP have to engage. They're so close that they can almost smell each other at this point.
Dark Veil's gone though. And maybe that was the chance. All bubbles. Now in the slam!
The slam for VP, but GoNext will hold. Zidane! It's Sykes! LG looking to claim their destiny, but it's GoNext who win it! They are your ALGS Championship champions here in Sapporo, Japan, and EMEA claims the throne!
Talk about an underdog story!
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. GoNext Esports are your Year 4 ALGS champs. Woo! Ole, 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 ole. Congratulations to Yusako, Hayarka, and Isidan for being crowned champions of the world, finishing it off in 9 games. Yusako with 7 kills, 7.7k damage, Hayarka with 5 and 6.8k, and Isidan with an insane 16 kills and 7.9 thousand damage. Whew! Good stuff, boys. Now, with all due respect, this is not a team that was favored to win at all, myself included. Looking at last week's tier list that we did on last week's episode, we definitely misjudged a few teams here. So I would like to formally apologize to E36, VK Gaming, Complexity, and obviously GoNext Esports for completely underestimating you guys. All did great over the weekend and all qualified for finals. And looking at the rest of the leaderboard, Alliance 2nd, Falcons 3rd, Shopify Rebellion 4th, Virtus Pro 5th, Complexity 6th, LG 7th, Furia 8th, VKG 9th, Fnatic 10th, Aurora 11th, Guild 12th, TSM 13th, Envy 14th, E36 15th, EXO 16th, Liquid 17th, Noctum 18th, Burger 19th, and Gaming Gladiators 20th. Liquid, again, not doing too great in these finals. I feel like every LAN, there's something that happens. They're always doing wonderful during the Pro League season. During scrims, they're looking great, and then when LAN comes around, they just can't close it off. And I think they're due to win. Definitely. Envy and TSM as well, not doing too great. 2 teams that I had high hopes for, especially TSM. Thought they were going to do great and close it out, but didn't happen. But what's just as impressive as GoNext winning is Falcons finishing 3rd. And let me tell you guys why. At the start of this meta, Zero and Hal picked up Waltzy and they struggled a lot. A lot of people, including myself, doubted if picking up Waltzy was even a good idea. But together they were able to figure out which role fit them best. They were patient with each other. Kind of. Not really, but they persevered and they worked together and they figured it out. Look at that. 3rd place in a meta that they originally struggled so much with. 3rd place on the main stage in the biggest tournament of the year. So honestly, they just proved that they have what it takes no matter the meta and they'll turn it around. So shout out Falcons. And now, of course, we're already seeing quite a few looking for team posts on Twitter from players. And on top of that, Apex has announced some very exciting changes for ALGS next season, which looks like will keep Apex very relevant. So I'm very excited for year 5. But you know what? We'll talk more about that in the next upcoming episodes, as well as analyzing a little more what happened during this ALGS Champs in future episodes. We'll get into the details of everything, but for today, we're recapping the event and everything that went down. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure you guys turn the notifications on. New episode every Tuesday. And until next week, I will catch you then. That made sense. Sure. Take it easy. Like and subscribe. Pacers. Outro time. The sun's in my face. I should have recorded earlier, even if it's already very, very early. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite moment of ALGS Champs was. I'm thinking of doing like a video that like recaps the best moments of ALGS Champs. Personally, for me, Complexity Monsoon.
I don't even know if I go top row, Monsoon. Oh, Monsoon!
Ew!
Oh! Oh!
Oh, I should have added that in the main script. I can't believe I forgot.